What would happen if Batman, the world's greatest detective, replaced Darkwing in the Invincible series? For anyone wondering, no, I'm not talking about Nightboy or Darkwing 2 who can dip in and out of the Shadowverse. I'm talking about the original, Season 1 Darkwing. Let's get started. As we all know, Batman has contingencies for each member of the Justice League just in case they go off their gourd. So it's very likely he would have a contingency plan for each member of the Guardians as well as Omni-Man, since Omni-Man is such a powerful character. We all know Batman doesn't fuck around when it comes to characters who could take over the world.
Why do we have so much of this stuff?
I keep it in case Superman decides to be a bad guy one day.
In the fight where Omni-Man comes to take out the Guardians, Darkwing played a huge role. He tried to dive on top of him like a dumbass and got killed. But with Batman leading the gang, as soon as Omni-Man flies in and tried taking out the members, Batman would instruct the members exactly what to do. He wouldn't care if Omni-Man was brainwashed or not. He'd be all business. He would more than likely tell Red Rush to not directly engage on Omni-Man and just continue moving people out of harm's way. I know the ongoing joke that Batman with prep time beats anyone, but for the most part, it's kind of true. In Season 3 of Invincible, Cecil took Mark down with an earpiece he put in his head. With the press of a button, Cecil activates the earpiece that plays a specific frequency that hurts Viltrumites. Batman would most definitely have something like this on Omni-Man. He could activate it, and then from there, the Guardians would be able to smack Omni-Man in the lips with some good juicers. We saw in Season 1, they were able to land some pretty good juicers while fighting like shit, so with Red Rush not engaging and Omni-Man being taken down with the earpiece, they should win pretty easily. If you're sitting there pondering how Batman would get that device on Omni-Man, it's Batman. He'll figure it out. Batman would also probably have known that Omni-Man wasn't on Earth to protect it. He would have done some serious digging and stalking, better than Cecil does. He probably had tabs on Alan the Alien and got the spill on the Viltrumites. And he probably would have figured out that Nolan was no bueno way before he tried taking out the Guardians. So he'd be able to warn Cecil and they never fall into a trap in the first place. Also, I know that Batman has a no-kill rule that he lives by. But, unless they have a cell that can hold a Viltrumite, I think the only option is to kill Omni-Man. Otherwise, once Omni-Man recovers, which won't take long, he's going to come back and smoke everyone involved, so he needs to be buried permanently. Now, after they deal with Omni-Man, that leaves Mark all alone. And there's nobody better to mentor and train Mark than Batman. He'd more than likely make sure Mark stays straight and doesn't end up like his father. And he can help Mark train to get better and stronger, similar to what Cecil did in Season 3. The last thing I want to cover is how much better the Guardians will be all around with Batman leading them. From what I can tell, it looks like Immortal's usually the leader. And that dude doesn't know what he's doing. Damn near every fight Immortal's in, he gets murked. Or before thinking, he just goes off his gourd.
Omni-Man.
I think there's been a misunderstanding.
With Batman leading them and actually thinking before doing, they'll be a significantly better team overall. So maybe the Guardians won't get smacked around every time they're in a fight. If you guys enjoyed this video, then
And hit the subscribe, like, and share button.
let me know in the comments what you guys think would happen if Batman replaced Darkwing. But that's all I have for you guys today, so I'll see you in the next one.